Hi, my babies. How are we doing? All right. I haven't done this in a while. I want to do a you versus them. How are you feeling? How is this person feeling about you? Per usual, guys, if this doesn't apply to you, sit right with you. You don't want to hear what I have to say. That is okay. I will be back some other time. Okay. But now let me just see. I want to see specifically how are you feeling about this person to confirm this is your reading, okay? How is this collective? How are you feeling about this person? Like I said, if you don't feel this way towards this person, that is okay. I will be back. What's going on? How's this beautiful collective? How are you feeling? When I took that breath, that was like the biggest I felt. There's something about you finally got a breath of fresh air. How is this collective feeling towards this person? How is this beautiful collective feeling towards this person? The devil. Oh my God. Three of claws. No wonder I went breath of fresh air. I'm hearing that song Since You've Been Gone by Kelly Clarkson. I can breathe for the first time. I think you really do see this person for who they are. I don't think you look at them clearly. You don't look at them through a highlight. All you keep thinking about is they've hurt me. And that's valid. That is fair. You know, this year was the year of the snake, okay? Literally, snaky energy is being brought to life to understand who's in your world, who's not. I think you really went through the year of the snake, especially, I think, specifically this last few months, starting maybe in October. I think you have awoken to a lot of things, not just about this person, but maybe about certain people, that certain people are not good for you. I think it's been this could have been considered one of the worst years of your life, unfortunately, and I think this person had a huge role in it. This person broke your heart. My throat got blocked up when I said broke your heart, but it's like you don't want to admit that. Why are you not saying this hold on, let me see more about how is this person, how is this collective feeling more towards their person, please? The Nine of Claws. And at the bottom of the deck, I got the Sun in reverse. I think when it comes to external things, you've woken up. Okay, this person's not good for me. Everybody treat me like crap. You know, and I feel like this person, there's something about you had to listen to your body. Okay, you were forced to listen to your body. When you were involved with this person, did you gain a crap ton of weight or did you lose a crap ton of weight? Did you break out in acne? Were you sick all the time? You know, were you not taking care of yourself? And I think that's something you woke up to. I think you do look at this person as literally the devil. They were like an energy vampire to you. They took a lot from me. But at the same time, again, there is something I feel like you are avoiding, though, when it comes to this person. And I just uploaded another, a reading a few days ago about something about you wanted somebody to blame. I'm going to be honest. I think as much as you see this person for who they are, I think you're in a position, I'm going to be honest, you don't really want it. You didn't want to move on from this person. You didn't. I think if it was truly up to you, you would have never let this person go. They were your soulmate. And I think with that, they broke my heart. There is something about you want to blame this person. And that's fine if you do. They did hurt you. I could see that. Your body was your sign alone. They were draining you. But I think what is happening is, yes, we've confirmed the external factors, but I think ultimately you kind of resent yourself right now for putting up with this person for as long as you did. And I think instead of, as bad as it sounds, pointing the finger at yourself, you're really aiming towards this person. They hurt me. They done this. They made me, not take care of myself, whatever has happened to you. And again, that's valid. Your anger is coming out. You're waking up. But I think ultimately, you are in this position where you got to admit that you are resenting yourself for putting up with this person for as long as you did. But it's not from a point of beating yourself up for it. It's like in a lot of ways, I feel like with the devil energy, to be honest, do you have pride? Are you sucking up your pride right now? Doing no, they didn't break I think you're trying to tough out a battle. Knight of Castles and then the Ace of Crypts. Dang. That's exactly what I'm saying. I think, and then the Lovers in reverse. I don't think this collective, you wanted to move on from this person. I think you were in a position you were forced to move on. I'm going to be honest. I think this person straight up chose somebody else over you. For some of you, it could have been an infidelity situation, cheating situation involved. Others of you, this was more of this person could have just moved on, disregarded you. I think that there is something about, wait a minute, this is not fair. I got drained. They chose somebody else. And what have I always say? They don't just cheat. I said that for a reason. This person cheated on you, didn't they? Interesting. The only thing I will say to you, my babies, is they don't go to better. They don't treat somebody better. I said cheat for a reason. There is something about to confirm maybe this person is cheating on their new partner right now, or vice versa. It doesn't matter. But regardless, how I can't help this, there is some heavy anger and resentment. And that is fine. That's valid. But I think at this point, it's not that you're pointing your finger at the wrong person. This is more of a kick in the butt that this is your time to be, as bad with that Knight of Castles, come up with a timeline to be detached from this person. Okay, you saw them for who they are. You saw the external stuff. You got external validation that this person is a POS, that they treated you like garbage. You're still finding a reason to be angry at this person. In a lot of ways, it's coming from a place of control. You want control. You want to see their downfall. You want to see that mask slip out. You want to see them step on a Lego and hurt themselves. No. What your ultimate pain is coming down to is, I think you're angry at yourself for putting up, in your mind, for putting up with this person for as long as you did. And instead of like facing that shadow, facing that mirror, you want to be more angry at this person. What kind of life is it, my babies, to constantly be angry all the time and be honest with yourself? Is this eating you up to the point that this is affecting other relationships, not just romantically, your friendships? Are you a bitch right now? Are you taking your anger out on the wrong people? I think you're trying to get out of it. Knight of Candles. The Hermit, what I just say, there is some shadow work needs to be done, and that is okay. This is not of how dare, stop beating yourself up. It is not, let me make this clear to this collective, it's not your fault that your person decided to cheat on you. It's not your fault that this person decided to switch up on you on a Sunday morning, okay? That is not your fault. Stop. You got to let that go. This will have to go to a part 2. Because I think this collective, I'm getting chills. I'm saying you're taking on a lot because of this person. Baby, by the end of the day, and I know this is a thing to hear, if somebody wants to manipulate you and cheat on you, that is on them. That has nothing to do with you, and that is not your husband or your wife. You've already been through that phase of they're an asshole, they're this, they're evil, they sure are, and that is okay. But you cannot sit in that forever. And with that Hermit, you are marinating. And with that Knight of Candles, I think it hits you about this person. I think maybe you have your days where you're great, and then, and like I said, be honest with yourself. Are you being an asshole? Are you being the devil? Or, towards people that don't deserve it right now? And again, if you're not ready for new emotional connections, like with that Ace of Cups, that's fine. But when it comes to people close to you, are you not being the kindest right now? Because I feel like you're lashing out right now. And in reality, again, let me do one more to confirm, and I'll get into your person. I think they want you to reflect on you. That smoke is blowing towards me. Sign. 8 of Claws, with all due respect, you need to get out of your own way when it comes to that. Do not take your anger out on people who don't deserve it. Don't do that. Okay? If you need to isolate yourself and breathe this out, that's fine. But I think it's getting to a point now you're dissecting every horrible thing this person's done to you. And again, I get it because you are grieving this in a way. Babes, like this guy, it's like you keep opening up portals or opening up Pandora's box you should not be doing. Again, you've already known, I'm hearing months ago, it finally clicked to you what this person was. Now it's more of an internal thing. This is about you now. And ultimately, be honest with yourself. Do you resent yourself for putting up with this person? Do you resent yourself for loving this person? If you are, great, sit with it. Shadow work. And it's not even a message about